brag on our parent leader, Cortina.
Yes.
Let's talk about
Oh my
Cortina.
God.
Okay, right.
I forgot all about Cortina.
Yeah, let's talk about Cortina, right?
Okay.
What do you think makes Cortina such an effective parent support leader?
Oh my God. So you all know, I've known her since I started here. I just had to tell her story that I met her in the community. And this goes to her effectiveness because she knew a little bit about the family tree. We had a support group in an area called Cherry Hill. And the support leader, for whatever reason, wasn't there, and I went out. And I met Katina, and I was like, there was a connection, like I could feel some energy. Then she wasn't coming for a while because actually the people there weren't quite giving her what she needed. But when I went back out and I looked for her, and she followed up. She followed up, and she said to me, I really want to understand what Family Tree does. Like, what do y'all do? Like, I want to know. And so I spent some time with her, but I invited her to go out with me on an outreach event. And when we went out, it was in that community at a high school. And this was during the times, I don't know years, everybody, but it was during the time it was very powerful around the issue of Chris Brown and Rihanna. And so we were talking to teens, right, in high schools. And she really helped me guide the conversation with them, like in terms of we're talking to them about safety and how do people protect themselves, leading into still this is child abuse and neglect, or abuse and neglect, without saying those words, because when you say that in the community, people right.
Total shutdown.
And so what was so effective,
Yeah.
this is my first impression of her, was that she was much younger than me, and she could have that conversation and help me have the conversation. And because she could reach some of these kids at this high school event, some of the kids self-disclosed that they had been victims of abuse and neglect. I'm not sure if I could have reached them where they would have made that self-disclosure. And we were able then to connect them with resources. And that was actually her first time going out with me. And from then, we have been going out together as a team. And she has been the parent leader, now called Captain of Outreach, for the Family Tree, because her love, her passion for families. I'll tell you another quick story. Right after that, we had a family, maybe it was the literacy night, something we had here at the agency. And she came. And she came with like 7 or 8 little children. Wow. Only 2 were hers. Yeah. And she used public transportation. And it took her, she had to use the light rail and a bus with these little kids. And I said to her, oh my God, I didn't realize you were going to really come. And she said, of course I'm going to come. Come. It's a family activity. And I'm like, well, who's all the kids? Because I knew she only had 2. And she said, well, I told their parents, and they didn't want to come. And I said, well, I'm going to take your children anyway, because this is important. And they started calling her like the mother of the community, because that's what she would do. That's what makes her effective. She goes to the parents, and she talks about what you can do differently. And then she says, well, if you don't want to do it, I'm going to take your child anyway so they can have fun and be in a safe place. And you know, children, sometimes parents listen to their children, and children take it back. So that was like my introduction to her, and that has been our union since then.
Is there anything else you think folks need to know about Cortina, or just about the Family Tree's parent support program?
Oh, I think there's so much to say about Cortina. She's really my partner. She really is my partner. The love that she has for families is just phenomenal. She's a true advocate. She's extremely knowledgeable about community resources. Like anybody that needs a resource can call her anytime, and she will work for them in terms of providing that. She also is a person that really walks with integrity. Her belief is that everyone deserves respect, and she gives that. She does not, she doesn't encourage like negative behavior and that sort of behavior. She's all about how do we do this better for families. And she shares. I mean, she shares unselfishly. And I've seen her, just really support people, knowing their names or not knowing their names. Because of her comfort level in the community, people are always asking her to be places.
Yes.
And it started out, she grew, she grew. And part of her growth was, I think, feeling that she was in a safe place where her skills and her contributions would be acknowledged, respected, and accepted. And so that was so powerful, and she brought along many other people as a result of that.
Well, I always appreciate what you do and
I
you participating in
the
this
opportunities.
Thank you so much.
I thank you.
So with that being said, talk a little bit about Cortina. What do you think makes her a good parent support leader?
Ironically enough, I've known Cortina for a number of years. I knew her prior to meeting her at the family tree.
It's not ironic. That's Baltimore,
Yes,
in Baltimore.
yes.
Yes, absolutely.
But professionally, I met her. I knew her from it was like elementary or middle school, so it was like a number of years ago. And I didn't see her again until I came at the family tree, and she was volunteering. What I knew about her then and what I know about her now is she is a go-getter. If it's something to be done, she's going to get it done. If there's a problem that she feels needs to be solved in the community or wherever, she's going to make sure she gets that problem solved. She was always like that. So this isn't new. But I think that drive is what kind of draws people to Cortina and why she's so successful. She's been assisting the family tree for a number of years, and I don't think anybody else could have been as successful at that as she was.
Yeah. Anything else do you think that we need to know about the Family Tree's parent support programs, or just about Cortina in particular?
Well, I could talk about the family tree programs forever, but I want to talk about Cortina.
Okay.
I just do want to highlight. I think that she is amazing. She is the epitome of what I think of when I think of a parent leader, someone who has walked the walk, talked the talk, and is able to reach across the table and grab someone and help them as well.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me, Miss Lakeisha.
Thanks
But
for
you're
having me.
always serving the family tree, so that's really nothing different. Just want talk a little bit about Cortina. What do you think makes her such an effective parent leader? don't get teary-eyed now. I know that's your girl.
Before me and her relationship, but before starting off, she welcomed me. She actually helped me to be understanding to support group. She let me understand that there's no judgment. You can talk to me. I'm here. She's always not a phone call away, a text away. Before even getting to the level I am now, coming in as a not first time parent, but engaging in the support group. She just made me feel, because I kind of came in shy. I didn't want to talk. I was looking like, why y'all in my business? What you want to do? But she kind of like eased things in, and she kind of give this warm welcome. She give this loving support, like, look, I can be your sister, your best friend, your aunt, your cousin, just to bring you in. And when somebody make you feel safe, and the group is also safe. It's like a safe area. Like you can just feel, you can actually be yourself. You don't have to really walk on eggshells. You can just be you. So that's what makes me really enjoy the group, because you're not being directed to be one way. You can actually be who you are. So if you're a loud person, that's fine. If you're a quiet person, that's fine. If you're a person who has a lot of energy, that's fine. We interact with everything. So I believe that's how beautiful she is with the group, and everybody loves her. Like it seemed like when she said, the group said. When she happy, the group happy. Sometimes it seems like we go with her mood, but she doesn't like that. She likes us to be us. Don't be how I'm feeling. That's because I'm not feeling this way. I want you to still be enlightened. I still want you to talk about what you got going on. She always put the group first and put herself last. So she's a very, very good person, and I really appreciate her as a friend, a support leader, and all of it.
And then the last thing is, what else do you think folks should know about Circle of Parents and just about parent support programs at Family Tree in general?
I feel that they should know about the support groups that they are here. Some people don't know that they're here, and some go through things and don't know that there is support out here. and we try to find ways to engage and support so people can know about us. Because a lot of people, when they hear family tree, they get scared. And we trying to get them away from being scared of the name. Because sometimes a name can intimidate somebody. But when you hear support, some people don't know how to accept support. But with our support group, it's more engaging. It's more enlightening, and it's helpful. You know, anything that you need in any perspective of the group or the facility can help you in any means necessary.
That's it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Hi, my name is Cortina Bonds, and I am the Maryland Parent Leader of Circle of Parent Support Group at the Family Tree.
All right. Thank you so much for coming to talk to me, Miss Cortina. I
Anytime.
appreciate it. So tell me a little bit about your history with just the Family Tree.
So I started with the Family Tree in 2007. I was attending one of their support groups at the Cherry Hill School. And I met two beautiful ladies that came in and did the support group. And I inquired about the Family Tree, like, well, what do y'all do? Never heard of y'all. Would love to learn more about y'all. Is there anything I can do to come in and help and see what y'all did? Because I really want to know now, because y'all just got beautiful spirits. So I met Miss Patricia in the process of that. She does outreach. So I started doing outreach with her, going into the schools, talking to the kids, my experience of life. And then from there, I just been volunteering. Then I started coming to the in-person, well, back then it was PA support group. But I came in, I started doing the group in that building, and then I was asked to run a group. And I was like, no, me, I don't want to do it. I don't want to talk. But then I thought about it and I was like, that's your way to help. So yeah, let's do this. And I've been doing the group from parent support now all the way to Circle of Parents.
So for a parent who's never done a parent support group before, how would you describe the experience?
For me, it was an amazing experience because I never knew that people was actually dealing with similar things that I was dealing with. And by me never having no one to talk to or confine in and kept everything to myself, I finally felt like I had a safe haven place where as though I could cry if I needed to, I could talk, I could let certain stuff out, and it made me feel safe and supported. So I was like, yeah, I want to do my own group. I want other people to get to feel safe and supported, and I got somebody I could talk to, and let me go tell the world about this support group. So it was just one of them experiences you like, hey, why I ain't had this back then? I could have made it through so much stuff.
What types of support should a parent be expecting when they come into the groups, and why do you think the support works and is so instrumental for people that participate in the groups?
Well, for me, I feel like all parents just need to know that they have that go-to person. That person that they could open up to, talk to, that person that's going to support you without judging you, looking down on you, and who's not going to run back and just be like, oh, you heard about her and she going through this. You really have to be very understanding. And for me, I feel as though because of the things that I've been through, I'm very supportive, and I don't want to be judged, so I'm not going to judge nobody else. So I believe that the groups are so awesome and they work because you have that safe haven place. And when people come, they might be skeptical in the beginning, but once they keep coming and see, oh yeah, I could talk to this lady, I can't talk to nobody else in the group, but I know I could run to her, it makes it effective.
What's the most rewarding and the most challenging thing about running the support groups?
Well, I don't really believe in challenges anymore because my life has been nothing but a challenge. So I try to dismiss the word challenge and don't look at it as a challenge. I look at it as a way of growing myself if I could get through someone else's challenge with them. And so the rewarding part is for me that people trust me, because I don't trust easily. So when you got people who trust you, that's a reward all by itself. If I did have to say a challenging thing, it would be to get people to really come who don't know nothing about support groups because of the trust problem.
What else should we know about support groups here at the Family Tree?
Well, a lot of things. They're fun. They're fun. We makes it fun. It's not always just about telling your business. It's not always about conversations. You get to do actual things that you like. We do vision boards, scrapbooking, paint days, movie days, luncheons. Like, you come up with an idea, I'm like, yes, let's do it. So it's like, if you ain't never had a support group that you felt like, oh, I'm going to this because we going to do something. Family Tree support groups, we make them warm, we make them loving. Else, the support group I have is so strong, we call each other more like family. So if you want to feel like a family and don't feel like you have a family, come to the Family Tree support group.
Thank you so much, Cortina.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it.